Hello, here's my vlog for the fifth or something of February. Uh, I haven't done video for a little bit because I got I got into a new project. Um, I man, I can't even remember really what I was doing before in my last video, but I wanted to put icons, and oh shit, I have to remember to keep hitting my return button. And then I suddenly realized I was like, shit, I need to prepare I need to do the kings and queens and all the other stuff, because I realized that, and I think the first version was the 2022, and now they have 2023 Photoshop, but it was recent because like I even paid money because I was trying it out in some other photos like last year, I think. Maybe that was 2 years ago already. But yeah, but now Photoshop has it, and so it's just a batch edit to get rid of backgrounds with the AI, you know? And it's really good, man. Like, if you look at a poster of like a king or something, you know, and it's a painting, and it's just like a background looks kind of the same as the king, somehow it figures out where the king is. And so anyways, it's like an automatic icon maker. It's amazing. And I already had all the images already for all the monarchs of the world, and then archaeological sites, and centuries, and so I'm doing centuries now. I think I'm on the 19th now. And yeah, so I decided to go ahead and do that because it's, you know, icon maker. I tried to do it where it gets rid of the background and then crops it and then resizes it, but that didn't work. So you have to background it just in one. And then I go back later, and there's also there's an automatic crop that you can batch edit. So I'm going to experiment with that next after I do this. But I think with the crop, you don't have to continuously hit this. Like, when you're getting rid of the background, you have to hit OK again. Luckily, you don't have to actually hit it with the mouse because it's already highlighted. All you have to do is hit the return button. But you have to hit it after every image, so you have to be like on top of it watching, and sometimes it takes a really long time. You know, it takes like up to 30 seconds for some images, and average like 10 seconds or something, right? So it's not something that you can just sit there and watch. You know, it's like watching paint dry. So luckily I have a second computer. So I busted out my computer yesterday, and I remember my computer not starting. Like, I could not get my computer to start. So and that was the last time I tried to do it, like last month or whatever. But then I remembered that Apple said, like, Apple gives me like free Apple Care. It's really cool. Apple said that they could help me restart it. So I went over. My main computer is a 2015. Whenever it gets to 2017, and it was hot, and I hit the little trackpad, and it turned on. Turns on, the computer was on, like it turned itself on. And so I was like, oh, cool. So I did the new software update, and it had to restart, and what else? Oh, all of the Adobe downloads, refreshings, and stuff, and yeah. So I started going yesterday. It was my first full day where I need to get into Flickr. I need to get into Flickr to do links, explain under all the images, because I never did it, all my historical images I have, and do a link to my website and say that it's from Wikipedia, and then click it to public domain for all of them. And this is like tons. I have 66,000 images, and which is 12 pages worth on Flickr, and I'm on page 6. So I busted through like 33,000 images. And on my other computer when I was doing it, I was doing it the last few days, it was really slow. But luckily, this new computer that I have, the 2017 that I haven't worked for a while, is like really fast. Like, boom. So so you just click it, paste, switch to the permission and the next image, and just doing that over and over. And I think I'll finish today with all of the images. Probably be all day, but I think I finished today doing that. And I'm also downloading them because somehow like my images disappeared. So luckily they were on Flickr, otherwise they would have been gone forever. Because somehow they disappeared on my computer, and then they were also disappearing on all of my externals, as far as I can remember. I'll go double check. So, which happens all the time. Apple is always deleting images. I think it deleted, or it doesn't. It actually worse than that. It doesn't delete your file. It replaces the files with the original version. So you don't even know that it's been replaced, and then when you do a backup, you replace your newer file with some basic version, and you lose it forever. I've lost Delphi, Aqueducts of China, Arizona Trail, Dalmatia of Augustus, that way, just off the top of my head. And then I've lost countless ones where I actually was able to save, just by going on my external. So I should save have my root folder of my website in my downloads folder and not my documents folder. Apple uses documents folder to put it on iCloud, which then uses iCloud to replace your files. And I told that to the Apple Care lady the other day, 2 days ago, because I was on the phone with her for like a couple hours. She totally helped me out. Because my computer won't connect with either of my external hard drives or a card or the memory card, so I can't back anything up other than on my server. But she didn't know what I was talking about. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude, it does that. Anyway, because I think I got basicked, that's what I call it. It got replaced by the basic version of area circles of around the world, but then I found that external hard drive, it wasn't even on my server. I had to re-upload it on my server. It wasn't on one of my hard drives, because I guess I didn't manage to get it back on my server since the last time my server deleted all my files. My server likes to delete my files because these servers, they say, oh, unlimited or whatever, right? Or they tell you they go, oh, you got 20 or whatever. They used to say unlimited. So then you're like, oh, really? So then you put a bunch, and then they delete your files. So I'm on like my third different company because they all do this. So I finally found one, Glowhost, that had the best customer service ratings. That's all I really care about. Glowhost about 4 times deleted all my files, except for they brought me down to like 10 gigs. And I don't know why I can upload stuff, and then we finally realized it's because I filled up, and I'm like, but I had 20 before, you took it away. So then after taking it away like 4 times, they finally gave me 40, and hopefully they won't play games with me anymore. It's because nobody has a website. I'm the only person on the planet with a website. Everybody else has web pages, The only people with an actual website with gigage is like actual websites, But people don't look at me as an actual website, like Wikipedia or something, or Facebook or something. But people don't look at me like that because I'm just a person. So I'm like stuck in some void. But luckily, they gave me the 40 gigs, and they haven't taken it away. But I guess I didn't manage to upload it since then. I thought I uploaded everything, but I think I was having trouble with internet at the time. I don't know, so I have to double check. Anyway, and it's not even linked to my education page. I need to go and do that now because it's a really cool project. But I think, like I said, anyways, that's why I was on top line with her. So she said she'd call me back. I did some like special fancy thing where I sent them the thing, and the data was like 1.5 gigs to see if they figure out if I can get my computer to detect, and it's still to this day, it can't detect either hard drives. So I'm going to see if I can transfer files to update the other computer through AirDrop. Hopefully it's not too big for that. And then use the other computer, my 2017 one, the one that I'm working on Flickr now, to then back it up to all my external hard drives, which I'm going to do like soon, like today or tomorrow. Just spend like all day long backing up, and maybe buy another external hard drive. I think I have like 5 external hard drives or something, a whole bunch of cards. Maybe I'll buy more cards. I bought a card like a month ago or something for my mom's Kindle. I gave my mom my Kindle because it has my, because she has her own Kindle, but my Kindle has my profile on it, which means she can do all my Kindle books. And but I bought a card for her so you could put more Kindle books on there. But this homeless lady was living in my hallway and stole it anyway. Took a dump on my deck anyway. Um, anyway, what the hell was I talking about? So I so I am 100% going for the getting these icons going, because it's like this AI stuff is just unbelievable. I mean, it's slow, but I have 2 computers, so yeah, like all day I was trying to do the centuries from AD, and I'm still working on it. I'm on like AD 19th century now, and then it's 20th century. So you know, because each, but when you're done, I just can't believe what I'm looking at, you know, because then I'm gonna switch into icon, because icons, a 20 pixel icon, or actually I make it bigger than that. It occupies the size of 20 pixels, but I make the icon at least 40 pixels, so that when I double click, you have to do your settings for your mouse to be able to do that. But when I double click my Mac or my phone, and it automatically makes the screen really big, makes the icon big. And if the icon's set to 20 pixels, you can't really see it. But if it's set to like 40 pixels, it's good enough. And you can basically see what you're looking at. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, okay. And then you click on it, and that'll take you to Wikipedia to see the actual version. But like it's like most, maybe even of the timeline is the images, because you can see them really well. You can actually see, you know, with it all jumped together, like the evolution of everything. So I'm super jazzed to see that on my timeline, on my website. So, but I think I'm just going to do this for a while. I was thinking about doing it with both the computers at the same time. Oops, I forgot to keep hitting this. I forgot to do it with both computers at the same time. I might do it like that, because then I could just hit both of them, and just get through all of them that way. But you know, a lot of the countries with their monarchs have the same monarch in a lot of countries, so I'm going to actually manual drag and drop them, so that it doesn't have to do it double, because it'll save time, because it takes like 30 seconds per one. So anyway, I don't know how long that's going to take. Like, it's the beginning of February. I'm going to give myself the entire month of February. It'll take all of February, and I won't be done, because it's like, I mean, it was 70. I counted 70 rows down, and it was 4 across. So 70 times 4 is what, 280 but that you know, countries or whatever, folders. But each one averages maybe, you know, they're from 200 to like 10. They maybe average 50 or whatever. So that's a lot, right? 50 times 280. It's like a lot of images, and so that it has to go. That each take 30 seconds to process, right? So, yeah, I might for a while, because I have a lot of work to do in my house. I might just do them on both computers. That'll be fun. Just know that they're both whirring hard. Or I could just work on one computer, just getting the ones on there, and then just have the other one going, because I do want to get on the website. But I have so much to do in my house. Like, I bought a bunch of stuff before that I've been stockpiling, and I just haven't had the time to install it. But like, I'm gonna get an iguana, and I want to put an iguana cage in my room, and that's a lot of work. And then I want to paint a bunch of stuff, glow paint, which takes a long time, and then paint other stuff, because I have paint in my house, and what else? Yeah, basically that. I guess the iguana cage. I have to. Oh yeah, I have to expand and fix my ferret system network, also. And yeah, so I'm just waiting for a stopping point or whatever, so I can do that. And the perfect opportunity for that. Whoops, I forgot to hit this. Would be to just do those conversions. You know, but like I said, I don't think I got to the end of the point, but when I do the automatic crop, and maybe even crop resize, I might just want to do a crop or crop resize. I think I'll do crop resize, but when I do crop, you don't have to hit okay after every one. It just does it all at once. And so that'll go a lot faster. Plus the process will be a lot faster. So that's not really that big of a deal. The big time, but it is a lot of file folders, I guess I have to do the process with. But yeah, so it'll go by a lot faster. So I could conceivably maybe get all of the icons or most of them ready by the end of the month or up. So maybe in 2 months get the whole process done with. But that's like going to be so cool because I was looking at even in the Kings, in the horizontal part of the timeline, you can fit a 20 pixel icon on there for the Kings because there's enough room. So yeah, and then my new idea that I had for the horizontal images across, yeah, just to have the right ones, because I wasted a lot of time. It was like a day or two I wasted just putting, if you look at my timeline, you can see it, icons all over the place, just putting icons on there that now I'm not going to use because I'm going to use the real ones. But now I know what I can use, so I will, it's kind of works as a template, so I can use the widest variety of the ones that I got from Envato and that. So anyway, I got up, I'm like diurnalized. I was working until I basically passed out last night, maybe 1 in the morning, and got up at the crack of dawn today and started working until my computer battery died. And then so now I plugged it up because I haven't found, I need to go look around my house. I think my mom said she'd come today, maybe I'll look for it and organize the charger. I have another charger for that computer because the one that I use over on my desk is just fixed. I can't take it off. It's all zip tied on. So I can only work on my computer when it's not plugged up. So yeah, so I just plug it up, but man, it just hasn't bothered me yet. So after I do this video, I'm gonna then go over to the store, I think get like an energy drink. That's what I do. I need to exercise anyway, and then come back and maybe organize a little bit. Look at the computer. All right, no, my mom's gonna come over. Yeah, by then I think my computer will have charged enough to be able to get going on that, working on the Wikipedia some more, and then continue with this conversions into Wikipedia. And I think I can finish the Wikipedia thing today. It's so cool, the computer's fast. Oh, I was listening to for the last couple of days. I was listening to my random number generator and then the Wikipedia of the decades. But then just now, I decided, I'm like, you know what? I was kind of burning out on it. I was like, let's just listen to an actual history book on my website. So the first one that I wanted to read was Gildas, Ruin of Britain. And then I was reading the beginning of it, and it was really interesting. He lived from 500 to 570 in Britain, talking about the ruin of Britain, right? Because the fall of Rome happened in 475, and the Romans left Britain in like 410. So, which is like 100 years, 90 years before he was born. So I just was trying to get in his head, think if he was like, how much he related to Rome. And I was like, oh man, wouldn't that be cool? Because you can have his life. I would have his lifespan on my timeline. And to be able to just drag my little blocker on top of his lifespan and check out the world with my timeline with all the images would be cool. But of course, alas, it's not all activated yet. But anyways, I was listening to the book and I was just like really into it, but then the battery died. I was listening to it on that computer. So I'm gonna go back, and I was listening to it at a really fast reading pace. I can't remember which one, but which I like. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go off and go to the store and get an energy drink for $1. They have them for $1. Woo, 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 woo. My bird's freaking out because I'm talking. My bird is totally quiet. It's a cockatiel. It's totally quiet, but then as soon as I start talking, he freaks out. And then, or if I've talked to somebody else comes, he freaks out. Or if I leave my room, he'll freak out. So, and then when I put my hand in his face, he goes, wait. wait. I have these 2 parakeets that jump in his room. I sometimes at night I work in the living room and I bring the cockatiel out and my 2 parakeets jump inside the cage and try to hang out with him. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start I can see his face. I can see when he's smiling. Cockatiels are so cool. But I'm going to do an Instagram page, a picture of all my animals. But it's gonna be fucking epic. But only after I'm all set up. My house looks totally awesome because I'm gonna show my house and stuff. And I have the iguana, because I can. And I'm also gonna get a guinea pig. I'm gonna get a guinea pig for $30, an iguana for $45 because I already have the guinea pig cage. So yeah. Anyways, that's what I'm up to. Ooh, keep it under 20 minutes. Talk to you tomorrow.